Welcome, coaches, to the Coaching Magic Podcast, where we reveal, discover, and create the insights, tools, and aha moments that make your coaching seem, well, magical. I'm your host, Jill Young, and I invite you to listen up, giddy up, and buckle up as we play with this creative profession of coaching that helps humans become their best, including you. Hey, coaches. Today I was on the playground with Gabby Matzdorff. Gabby and I are dear friends, and she's also a fantastic heart-centered coach. In this episode, we first start the episode by talking about the practice of emptying, which is part of the agendaless coaching magic agenda. And Gabby and I both share some of our practices there. So there's gold there. But then we really get into feelings and how we use these as coaches. If you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple, awesome, thank you. But also this episode might be one you want to go back to and watch on YouTube. There's some really interesting observations that Gabby makes of me as I retell a story that was really impactful to me. There's a powerful moment at the end that it might be useful for you to go watch and hear and feel at the same time. So you know me, I like to point out all of the gold nuggets so we can notice them, be aware of them, put them in our pantry so we can have access to all of our coaching magic. So I hope you really enjoy this episode. Let me know what's coming up for you as you listen to these coaching magic episodes as well. Enjoy. Gabby, my apologies for being late to this recording. It
Jill,
happens.
everything is allowed.
What? I love it. I love it.
Right on time, as it should be.
I was feeling rushed. I was moving from one thing to the other. I realized that I had created space between my, I did an 11 Elements Coaching Magic webinar that was lovely. I created a half an hour of space in between that to reflect and this and that and prepare for my interview, my chat with Gabby. And then I spent my time talking to Lindsay, my practice manager, my integrator, the whole time. And she said, "Oh shit, you've got a podcast right now." So like some days we let the magic get away from us.
That magic does what it
There you
needs to
go.
do. It flows.
It flows. Now, I do want to I'm going to reflect on that experience of being rushed. What I did was what I could have done is just jump straight on here and Gabby would have never known that I was late. That's cool. Instead, I paused. I texted Gabby, I'll be there in 5 minutes. And I did my emptying practice. I let the last thing go, I'll go back to it. And it feels lovely. I got some water. I went to the bathroom. I stuck my face in the sun. And even though I created space, filled the space, I just realized I just got an experience of just an Insta space to just show up. And I wanted to share that right away. And I'm just wondering if you've ever done that, Gabby?
Only 10,000 times exponentially to some number. And yeah. It's a human thing, right? It's a human thing. A little secret about myself, I don't know that time elapses between A and B. And there's a really great way of saying this, and I can't remember. You'll probably remind me. But I have an overabundance of opportunities to be spending. I'm a time maximizer, something like that.
That sounds good to me.
It's
I'm
not
time
it's not
maximizer.
overwhelmed. I'm not late. I'm just, I'm maximizing all the opportunities. That's what I'm playing with. So
I love that.
can I share my emptying practice with you? Because it was really
Yes, I
fun
would
what I did.
love that,
Uh,
please.
okay, so, my session room has a little creek running along the side, and there's trees, maybe an enchanted forest, and I was standing out letting the sun hit me and doing my emptying practice, and I chose this beautiful concept of the tunnel of slowing down, and I've been geeking out on a little bit of coaching magic as we've been getting ready for this, and I literally went into our last session and listened to the tunnel of slowing down from episode 6, if you recall, when we did our fabulous dissertations. And it was amazing. And I actually got some things in the tunnel of slowing down that were a little different for me this time. It was really cool. Like I had an aha in the tunnel. And I came out and yeah, I feel great. And I think you ended with we're walking into the land of coaching with our confidence, ready to have fun. And right before you said with a smile, I had a huge smile on my face. It was beautiful.
I love it so
The
much.
magic of the
Oh,
tunnel. The magic of the
thank
tunnel.
you. We're gonna reveal well, Gabby, your reflection is, um, it's regenerative to me. So
Mm,
thank you. I just wanna acknowledge you for like, the way you engage with
mm,
lightheartedness, and also there's a deep power to it too.
mm,
So, thank you.
mm.
Thank you
Thank
for that.
you.
I'm gonna bring
Mm,
everybody up to speed on a few of the things that Gabby mentioned were useful. The first one is the emptying practice. So,
mm.
when we study, that's such a fun word. When we really experience and geek out with
Right.
the agendaless coaching magic agenda, there's a space in there in between our preparation, which we love preparation. And sometimes life is preparation for coaching. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe all the time. But we love to prepare, have a preparation practice. We love to be a loving, open, aware, attuned coach in the coaching session. But what we insert in between preparation and the coaching session is this emptying practice where
Mm,
we put things that are on our mind or things we're currently working through or maybe just feel a little stressful or really exciting, just anything that might weigh us down, we empty.
yeah.
We know we can pick them back up later. And it's Gabby, it was so lovely to hear
Mm,
your emptying practice near the creek and in the
mm,
tunnel. The tunnel of slowing down is a practice that we do. It's a visualization. And if you want to do the tunnel of slowing down, I've actually recorded a podcast episode called The Tunnel of Slowing Down. It says Tunnel
mm.
Tuesday. So go listen to it. There's a couple of those episodes out now, and you can experience what Gabby experienced. Wow.
Yeah. And I gotta tell you what happened to me in the tunnel today,
I was
because it was
just going to say, tell it now. I got to know
yeah,
what that aha
yeah,
is. I'm
it
so
was so
curious.
fun. It was so fun. So we've been doing the tunnel of slowing down, and I always walk into that tunnel, and I visually take things out of my backpack, and I'm closing my eyes as I visualize. So
Mm,
funny. And I take things out of my backpack and I set them down in the tunnel. Who wants to receive and take good
mm,
care of them? And they're usually things that are going on in my life. So I can, like be
mhm,
100% in the coaching container.
mhm,
Um, and maybe things that I have on my to-do list, all the noise, all that stuff, set it down. But today, what I also heard was I can leave like all of my, okay, that's not going to be the right way of saying it, the way I want to say it. I don't need to bring like all of my tools in. Like they're there. I will grab them when I need them. So, like this wealth of knowledge that you have from living life's experiences and all of the tools. And sometimes I like get like, I feel explosive with all the stuff. And
mm,
I just
mhm.
set it down and I'm going to trust that what comes out is what's supposed to come out.
Oh, Gabby, it feels so light.
Yeah.
It feels so light. A lot of coaches, me included, I know you and I have talked about this, we get in our heads, and I can just experience my experience of that phase is I read this other book, and now I've got to remember all these 15, like right now I'm reading this 15 commitments of conscious leadership. I'm like,
Mhm.
I should write those down and have them in front of me. What you've just offered us is they're there.
Yeah.
They are there. They're accessible. They'll come up when they need to come up.
Right.
You can set that down too, not needing to carry your library around in your brain. You can put it
It's there
down.
when we need it.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm.
Yeah. Mm.
When all of these 11 elements are playing together, which they all do all the time, we dissect them and put them in a periodic table because we like to get nerdy and play with them and do science experiments, chemistry experiments with the elements. But they really do they flow. They at their what I'm experiencing is that at the most effective level, which is when we're helping humans become their best. I am magic. I know they are magic when it flows. All of those elements, they really do flow together. It's
Yeah.
like an athlete or a musician in that flow state. And maybe we just found it for coaching.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And one sometimes pops up and you lean into it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Pop up. We're aware of it. We lean into it.
Mm.
I love that. I love that image of being, it's a little bit of being in the dance of something pops up and we feel the energy there and we go there. And it pops
Yeah.
up over here and we feel the energy and we go there.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Mm.
Another thing that I heard in your description of this aha, your description of your emptying practice, is this concept I learned first from Steve Chandler. And the concept is called once for information, twice for transformation. So you had clearly been through the school. You participated in the episodes in the tunnels, and then you went back to it. And this is where you have this aha moment. And coaches, this is this is what we do for ourselves. We once for information, beautiful. Read the book. Twice for transformation. Read it again. Uh,
Mhm.
Thrice for awakening. I don't know what.
Keep
It just
pulling that thread,
there we
right.
go. Just keep on going. One of our favorite books in coaching magic, and Gabby, I know you love this book too, is The Prosperous Coach by Steve Chandler.
Mhm.
And I try to introduce it as often as I can to baby coaches, people who are in their first year or two. I just remember being so hungry and a sponge.
Yeah.
And I read or listen to it at least once a year. And every single time I go back to it, I get more and more and more. So
Okay, so first of all, I think it's so funny that you did once for information, twice for
trans
transformation, because it's been like the mantra that's been running through my brain the last few days. And when we finished coaching magic, you always send the right gifts to the right people. And you sent me the thinking advantage. And I read this book when I was a baby coach. It was my first year. I'm like, who is this Jill Young? I need to read her book. And I read The Thinking Advantage. And I just pulled it out and started reading it. I'm, making good progress again. And they put new pages in your book, Jill.
what?
There are new pages. I am learning new things this time through. Twice for transformation. So anyway, I always joke about that. Every time I reread a book, I'm like, when did they add that?
Yes. Yes. There was I can't remember who it was, but one of the coaches in our circle, she said, "This year, I'm not reading any new books. I'm
Mm,
only going to read books that I've read before." But
mm.
just taking this deeper and deeper and deeper. And, Gabby, I love that you're reading this book for the second time. And it's not only you, Gabby, that think there are new pages in my book. Because, you guys, coaches, I wrote the book. I spent time with the book. I've spent a year with it. And there will be times I'm reading the book and go, "Oh my gosh, I don't remember writing that."
Brilliant. Oh my
Like,
gosh, I should try this.
"What? That's amazing. That was really great. That was really useful." So again, even if you write this stuff, even if you know the stuff inside and out, coaches, if you've been doing, the same type of coaching year after year after year, you know it inside and out, like take a beginner's mindset and go
Yeah,
back and read it with fresh eyes. Oh, what can we learn? What more ahas and insights?
yeah,
What glimmer can we encourage from that third or
right.
fourth or fifth time around?
Yeah. And you show up in it. I mean, I'm a different person than I was 5 years ago when I read the book. So it hits you differently.
Yeah.
And I'll be a different person next year when I
Yeah.
read the book.
Just always, we're always changing. We like this word in coaching magic of unfolding. And
Oh,
I love the image of unfolding, and I like to put it in a picnic blanket. Like
oh,
if you're carrying the picnic blanket, it's all there. It's there. It's whole and complete. It's a picnic blanket. But as you unfold it, you can see, oh, there's another color on there. Oh, there's this. I cover more ground. I spread out. And as, we're not a different being maybe, but we have a different perspective because we can be so wide. And we're just always we look different as we unfold and see
ah,
things from different perspectives. Oh,
so true.
yummy, yummy, yummy.
So good.
Gabby, I know that you had an experience yesterday.
Something really
'Cause you
fun.
I know, 'cause you texted me. Um, what d and then, as we were preparing, it's like, well, let's start there. Let's start with this experience you had and what was coming up for you and see if there's some unfolding for both you and I and our coaches who are listening. Listen in, see if you're unfolding with Gabby's experience.
Okay, so it was really fun. I had the great fun time of hanging out with Pam Kasanke yesterday.
Yay.
We were having some delicious coffee, and she brought with her the magical Orca cards. And if you don't know about the Orca cards, we can talk about that too. But I have pulled cards from the Orca deck probably a half a dozen times, and it is incredible. Maybe they all will always apply when I pull them. I don't know. But yesterday I pulled this card, and it was feel over fix. So I took a picture of it and I'm going to read it. Some of the stuff that just a few of the pieces. So the theme of the card is emotional presence over problem solving. And I went, oh, that's a good one for me. And it's a perfect one for where I'm at right now. The,
Mm.
meta- the metaphor, this is a good one. A mechanic putting down tools and offering a hug. Like, how cool would that be? The paradox is when you feel it fully, it fixes itself. Okay, who's thinking about Sarah B. Stern right now?
That's
Feel
right. Yeah.
feel your
Yeah.
feelings.
The experiment, go check it out.
So the card message is you're not broken, you're brimming. You're and your feelings aren't problems, they're portals. Oh my
Mm.
gosh. What if you stopped fixing and just felt? Let your heart lead the cleanup crew. And oh my gosh, the stuff that came up for me. Can I just keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
I'm exploding. So
Go
anyway,
do it.
the stuff that came up for me is one of my mantras that I tell myself often because I need to hear it often. Nothing to fix here. What if everything's just perfectly okay? And when I love this idea of if you just feel it fully, it will fix itself. And I think that's so much of what we do, hopefully in all of life, and coaching is in all of life. But reality is there and just accepting it and feeling it. I was like, oh my God, this is so perfect. Um, yeah. So Spend time with it, feel it, don't fix it. Sometimes when you feel it fully, it fixes itself. How brilliant is that?
It's, it's oh, mm, it's so brilliant, and I'm feeling the word brilliant here in my mind
Mm,
as you're sharing that when you said it's so brilliant. And I am playing with right now, bringing things that I know, and if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm pointing to my head, into things, into a place where I know, capital K, and then I'm touching my heart space
right,
right
how
now. And this card that you pulled is also is weaving through my life and my experience, because this is an experience. You to feel it fully and then it fixes itself. I had this maybe happened to me. Even look at that. It's like happening to me instead of, in me.
right, right.
Um, this was a few years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, let's say. And I had heard this concept. Just feel it fully. And I was intrigued and like, okay, oh no, I feel my feelings. I do. No, I admit it. I see it. I acknowledge it. See, even all of those words, admit, see, it's outside of me. Acknowledge, it's outside.
Yeah,
But
I'm
this
good. I'm
feeling,
good.
I'm good. No, I still do that. And I was in a cafe and I can feel this moment right now. I was in a cafe and I was on the phone and my heart broke.
Oh,
The words coming through the phone on the other side was like my heart just it was devastated. It was so, and my natural tendency was I can feel it right now. My natural tendency was to go right up here and say, it doesn't matter. It's not really that big of a deal. Um, Everyone has their own agency. Like I'm so good at talking myself out of feeling.
yeah,
And because I am also an avid attendee in Sara B. Stern's experiment on Monday mornings, I'm learning to feel these. But my first experience was I'm sitting in this cafe and I thought, what if I just felt this feeling? So here's what happened. I told the person, I'm like, my heart is breaking. I'm hanging up now. Click. I put the phone down. People all around me. I had a turkey sandwich in front of me. I put that down. I put my head down and just bawled my eyes out and just really, really felt it. And I
mm,
remember uh, not thinking, but just feeling the whole sensation. And in about 90 seconds, the sensation left. And because I'm a thinking person, I'm like, whoa. And I love reflection. I reflected on that so many times of I had resisted my whole entire life feeling, but the thing I was resisting was like, oh, this is actually how you, whatever, fix, in air quotes, whatever, feel it. And whoa, like the pain went away. It dissolved. It didn't go away. It like kind of melted.
mm. It let you go.
Wow, it let me go. I did not know I was going to share that story today. Thank you, Gabby, for bringing it up. Hopefully it was helpful for me to revisit it and again, feel it as I'm sharing it, feel it again in my body and how my heart, my heart actually grew. It grew with that experience. It was not demolished. It didn't have I'm starting to take the patina off of it
Yeah.
as I just feel these feelings fully. Feel
It
it
was
over fix it. Mm.
it was so cool to watch you share that and like visually feel it go from your head
Mm.
down into your heart. That was cool. It was really visual. That was neat.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was just in that moment with you. I was
Yeah.
just in that
Yeah.
moment with you. Thank you for being a loving, open, attuned coach
Mm,
that I just relive that with you.
yeah.
Hmm.
I had a really can I
Mm.
share a story about
Mm.
feelings? Uh,
Please.
I had a challenging session where I had a room full. There were 9 people in the room, and someone dropped the bomb. So picture it, the room goes silent, and everyone's, like, in an odd place, and, I put on this wall of resistance in the moment. We changed the energy, we did all
Mhm.
the things good
Mhm.
coaches do, and shortcutting the story, in my reflection, is I let all those feelings come in and realized I can literally sense the feeling. I think as coaches, we feel the feelings of the people in the room. And when I allowed that to come in, it wasn't good or bad. It was just stuff. It was like fireworks. And strange story, little event, or maybe a big event, I don't know. But it was changing for me. Like you put up barriers to your feelings. I should say I put up barriers to my feelings
Mhm.
sometimes because we have this fear of feeling that thing, whether it's joy, whether it's something more challenging. And if you just let it in, it just like it goes through you and you just feel it. And it's actually
Mm.
pleasant.
Hmm.
It's all good.
Mhm. It
Who
just
knew?
is. It
Who
just
knew?
is. I think it's a normal thing for us. We're growing up with lots of energy around us, and we're growing up. I just was with David Bowman, who's just a lovely heart centered coach. I
Mm,
love him so much. Where he said, we're growing up, and we have all of these shoulds that are put on us before we whatever know better, uh, and we grow up with that. So I think it's a normal thing for us to put these shells up. And of course, one of the main principles of coaching magic is that when we do the work ourselves, we can hold that space and be this loving magic presence and really welcome others to do the same. That Gabby, thank you for sharing your story of when you welcomed in those emotions, those feelings that other people are feeling, you have access to them. You know them. Oh, what about this? Like
yeah,
when you really know them when you can feel them.
yeah,
Hmm. And I
yeah,
get the sense you can ask questions and go where the group needs to go because there's not a wall, there's not a resistance.
right, and it goes right back to that statement on the card, when you feel the feelings, it fixes it does the work for you.
Hmm.
So, if I would have gone to the bomb that dropped and talked about that, we would have gone a totally different way. When you call out the, "Wow, there's a shift here.
Hmm.
What are we feeling?"
Hmm.
When they feel the feeling, it fixed the issue because they made up all there was all kinds of made up stuff, right?
All
Yeah,
kinds of made up stuff. I mentioned I'm reading the 15 Commitments of Conscious Leadership, and it reminded me because I've learned this before. That's also fun. Like learn it again, read it again, twice for transformation. When you hear it again, it's like It reminded me that we listen. We listen on so many levels. Energetic listening for sure. But there's content that we can listen to, like the bomb that got dropped. This or coaches, when we're in our
mhm,
element, energetic listening, we listen to the context.
yeah,
And that's another thing, Gabby, you're pointing to, that the feelings are part of the context. You go there, and all the content can fix itself.
right,
The content sometimes fixes itself. I'm
yeah,
reminded of that.
so cool.
Hmm. Um, Gabby, you and I are geeking out on this. Feel it versus fix it. And I want to unpack this a little bit because your stories, my stories have also pointed to things. You even said the phrase things good coaches do to create this space where people can feel their feelings. Let's maybe geek out on just some of the basics or Let's remember. Let's remember some of those basics. And we can use it in the context of your story or we can go wherever. But what do you
Yep.
think are some of those basic elements of everything is allowed, inviting people to feel their feelings? What are some of those basics that jump out to you?
Mm, everything is yeah, and they're
Mm.
also woven space, invitations. So for me, where I go to a space, I'm going to start with space, is when you're inviting people into a space and you're creating a place where they can feel comfortable to just be, to show up, it's amazing. Um, Inviting them to be, we always go through preparation. What are you going to do before you show up in the space?
Mm.
How are you going to show up? When you show up, welcoming each person in. I personally like to think about each person before they show up. Like, who's going to show up today and feel into that? That's part of my
Wow.
preparation.
Wow. And this is all like inviting. Oh, I love this. It's all inviting people to feel their feelings. And so the preparation for that, how we do that, some basics. It's the space, the preparation, thinking about each person. We're feeling about each
Right,
person too.
right, right. And then we always have in EOS, of course, we always have an agenda.
Yeah.
And one of the most beautiful things that I pulled out of coaching magic was the agendaless coaching magic. So, sure, we have our agenda, but we always go where we need to go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm. So I'm getting the sense that when we go where we need to go, we're responding to to people and their needs in the room. And just that, I'm just sensing it right now, just that energetic awareness. Like, I'm feeling we need to spend some more time on this. When we do that and we establish our presence as a coach who does that, uh, I can feel it. It's so welcoming to when someone says, well, I have a different idea, or I'm feeling this other way, or I'm feeling contrary to you. It's just, it's a, it's a, it's a feeling that sits there and
Yeah.
is welcoming.
Yeah.
A couple of things that went through my mind when I had the curious question drop in of, creating this space, thank you for starting there, where people can feel their feelings. Um, I'm reminded of a time when I started moving with my body to the area of the room I felt needed the most support.
Mm.
I actually used my physical body. If someone I could sense that they were struggling to get their feelings into words, because, humans, we communicate with words,
Yeah.
that I sensed myself moving closer to them. And it's almost like my energetic field kind of supported theirs. And I started to notice they were more forthcoming. Their words came a little bit easier. So now I'll use it on purpose because I used it accidentally in the beginning, but now I use it on purpose. I'll just move my body to a certain part of the room that I feel needs a little more support.
Yeah. Yeah. So powerful. So powerful. And that touch and the transfer of
Mhm.
energy. And if that isn't magic, I don't know what is. Just that light support, that
Yep.
touch, the flow of energy from you as the coach or the person supporting. It's amazing.
Yep.
Yeah,
As you're saying that, I have been able to support without touch, but I also use touch. I do. I'll put my hand on someone's back or on their arm, or I'll scooch my chair close
yeah,
and look them in the eyes, not like accusingly, but I'm dancing and feeling the energy as well
yeah,
of just that it's like everything is allowed here. That
yeah,
that we can feel our feelings here. Another one that's flowing through me that we talk about often, and if we're kind of looking at basics for coaches to um, eat some yummy morsels right here from Jill and Gabby. Um, Another one that's coming to me. Oh, that's funny, and it just left. Do you ever do that?
Whoosh. It
Yeah.
usually it usually comes back.
And sometimes it
Space,
comes back.
invitations,
Man,
glimmers.
glimmers. Look at Gabby. She's like, come, like, you can do it, Jill. It'll come back. It'll come back.
Yeah.
And the feeling, the using their names. Oh, here it is. See? We just gave it some space. It's
Mm.
ooh, I love it. We just get ooh, I hope everybody was able to love that. We just it Jill forgot what she was gonna say. Nobody freaked out. And then it just lovingly came back.
Mm.
How fun is that? So here's what
Space.
came back to me. Here's what came back to me. I I'll just give it a little tagline and it's I go first. So if I am feeling a feeling, if I'm feeling stressed, if I'm feeling the emotion of confusion, of misalignment, of wait, you guys say you're saying the same thing, but I don't think you're saying the same thing, of just
Mhm.
inquiry. When I feel it, if I say it, it's Dino Signore taught me this. He said, "Feelings, your feelings are a barometer." It's like, "Ooh, where are things?" So if I just say it, I'm like, "Hey, guys, I'm confused. Is anyone else confused?"
Mhm.
Y You're like, "What? Yes, I am confused," or, "No, Jill, we're not confused. It's only you." Well, sometimes that happens, but coaches go first.
Yeah.
Just state it. State what
Yeah.
you're feeling.
Yeah.
Opens
And
things up for sure.
I love to check in. I mean, it's a form of going where you're most curious, right? You
Yeah.
see something, it doesn't make sense. It's not congruent, body language, whichever it is, and just doing that check in. And sometimes I'm wrong, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. I love to be wrong. It's a
I do
calibration.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a calibration, and it's learning for me, and I also feel like we're modeling, like, "Oh, I was wrong.
Yeah. I was curious and thanks.
Hmm,
That was helpful.
okay."
And they're still unlocked.
And there you go. There you go. Well, I think we've given some we felt into we felt into some
Mm.
really cool ways to for coaches to use that energetic listening. Everything is allowed. Feel it versus fix it. If you so these Orca cards are something that Pam Kosinski, Sarah Stern, and I we say we fucked around on Marco Polo and came up with these cards. And so that's how magic they are. They were born out of fun. They were they were just absolutely born out of fun. It was the Orca cards. We magically decided that the Orca cards were Pam's dissertation because she took them across the finish line, her dissertation for coaching magic. So if you're interested in Orca cards, like email me. I don't know. We'll find a way to do it to get you hooked up with those because that was certainly a fun magical project, and I'm glad you're loving them.
So fun, so insightful, and they just get you thinking.
That there you go.
Yeah,
Or feeling.
we're
Oh,
feeling.
thinking or feeling.
Ooh.
Ooh. Today, Gabby, would you like to play one more game?
I would love to play a game.
All right, here's the game. I'm going to pull another card. And this
Mm.
card comes from one of our favorite decks, the Sweet Ass Affirmation cards. Hey, maybe I'll just start pulling an Orca card for these podcasts. That might be fun. There we go.
You could pull 2 cards. What the
Oh my,
heck? You did
what?
today.
So many possibilities, Gabby. Gabby, you are the coach of possibilities. I love you. So I'm going to
Mm.
shuffle these cards. I'm going to pull one for us. And
Okay.
then, a fun thing that coaches do is we practice and we connect dots. It's a skill. It's part of our intuition to pull things together. So I'm going to pull a card and you get to share what's coming up for you with the card. And then
Mhm.
I'll share and you get to decide who goes first. See how
Okay.
fun that game is? Okay, here it is. I'm not looking. Pulled the card. Here it is. Ooh.
It's a good
Here it
one, isn't
comes.
it?
It's good. The magnitude of my power is always in the now.
Oh,
The
dang, that's good.
magnitude of my power is always in the now.
So true. So true.
Mm.
All right. Well, I know you told me I could choose, but you also told me I was going first, which is funny.
Did I?
Yes.
Then you go first, but you get to choose. It's a paradox.
I'm going to choose to go first, Joe, because it feels right. It
Perfect.
feels right. The magnitude of the power of my power is always in the now.
Oh, nice catch.
So that is huge. The best thing I can always do is be present. And I think about that in that story of like, if you went outside and talked to a light post, you would feel better. But you actually get a live human. And what if that live human was giving you 100% of their attention? And I'm thinking about coaching trios right now, which hopefully everyone's experienced. But I love playing the observer in a coaching trio and watching the coach coach the human. And you can literally see the human shift and just the power of being heard with some questions that deepen the listening and then ultimately expand possibilities.
Mm.
You can't do any of that if you're not present. Like I can be super smart. I know lots of things. You know lots of
Mm.
things. But if we're stuck in being smart, which maybe I've done that a trap or two, the the presence is the power. That's I love this card.
Mm.
Mm.
I will send you a picture. I will send you the card, whatever you want. It's yours.
Yes. Yes.
The description was so yummy what came up for you.
Mm. What
And
came
now
up for
because
you?
I'm being present with your description, the thing that came up for me is gone, and the thing that's coming up for me now, the magnitude of my power is always in the now, wasn't 30 seconds ago, wasn't 1 minute ago, is just witnessing you in that magic.
Mm. Mm.
And I
Thank
just
you.
know you to be this versatile, surprising, loving, energetic, spontaneous, a human.
Mhm.
And I know the
Mhm.
profession you've chosen is coaching, and I'm so lucky because we get to do that creative profession together, but just witnessing in you in your love and your magic is flowing through me right now.
Mm. Thank you.
Mm.
That was presence. That was so awesome. It
Mm.
felt yummy. Thank you, Jill.
Mm. It's literally my pleasure to witness you. Literally. Thank you, Gabby.
Mm.
Whew. That's
Oh,
one of those coaching magic moments that is full of energy for me. And when that energy is flowing through me, often when I come out of that energy, and maybe coaches, you felt it. If you're listening to this, maybe go watch it because it was palpable for me. And then when it's over, which
mm,
it does, it's like, ooh, it cycles. I get lightheaded. I often get a hunger feeling in my
mm,
tummy. Um, and I can't, and every time I feel it, I expand to be able to hold more of that energy. But what a lovely
mm,
space to share with you, Gabby Matzdorff.
mm.
Hmm.
Thank you, Jill.
And with that, that's another episode of Coaching Magic. Coaches, just sit in that, feel it, feel
Mm.
your feelings, feel your feelings. Gabby and I are often on the experiment with Sarah Stern on Monday mornings. Join us there to feel more feelings. It's
Oh, for
lovely,
sure.
lovely, lovely. Thanks, Gabby. Mwah, I
Thank,
love you.
thank you, Jill. Mm. Love you.
Thank you for playing with me today in the land of coaching magic. If you want more magic, I invite you to explore www.jillyoung.com. This is where you can see all the shenanigans I've created for you to expand your world of coaching. See you there. And remember, you are magic.